Hello everyone, welcome to the Learning Royal. A problem reads, a square with perimeter 4 centimeters can be cut into two congruent right-angled triangles and two congruent trapezia as shown in the first diagram, in such a way that the four pieces can be rearranged to form the rectangle shown in the second diagram. What is the perimeter in centimeters of this rectangle? So they're asking about this rectangle. No calculators were allowed, and only about 3 minutes and 36 seconds were given to solve this problem. Can you solve it? Give it a try. Okay, so let's begin. First, we'll draw the diagram. Now, let's find out a few things. We know that this is a square and its perimeter is 4. So each side will be 4 divided by 4, which is 1. Now we can substitute this 1 in other places too. Like here, this side, and wait, let me just get the pointer. Here, like here, this side, or we can get it here, this side, or we can get it here, because this is the same triangle, and this bottom triangle is also the same, so we can add those. Now we'll just put the base of this right triangle, not the base, like, one of the legs, the other leg is x. That way we will have x here and x here. That will be, and we'll also have x here, because these are all corresponding parts. That way we see that x is here, and it's the shorter and top of the trapezium. We can add both of them, and we can add one of them to start with. Now we'll move on to have 1 minus x here, because if this whole thing is 1, then this part must be 1 minus x, because 1 minus x plus x is equals 1, plus the whole thing 1 minus x is equal to 1 minus x, same thing. So we're going to substitute where else we can find this. So this is 1 minus x on the side, so it will be the same thing here, because this is x, this is this whole thing is 1, so it's 1 minus x here, and then we'll substitute the rest. So we have 1 minus x here due to symmetry here, and here, wait, let me go back to normal cursor here, because this is this trapezium is the same, just rotate it a little. Here because this trapezium is here now, it's the same, just rotate it. And here also, because this trapezium again is the same, just rotate it. Now we can find the perimeter, and this is all the information we need. Now we're gonna go into the algebra. So into the algebra, we know that the area of both the things is 1, because the area of the square is 1, because the area of the square is one side squared, and one side is 1, so that's 1 squared. And because the rectangle is made of the same components, its area must also be 1. Rectangle's area is its base times its height. This rectangle's area is 1 plus 1 minus x, that's the base, and the height is 1 minus x. So we multiply the two. We can simplify this to a quadratic equation, which we get x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. And here, if you notice, we can't solve by factoring. We'll have to use something called the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That's the formula you use to solve quadratic equations. A is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant. So plugging the formula in, we get two values for x. X is equal to 3 minus root 5 all over 2, or x is equal to 3 plus root 5 all over 2. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. You can't have two values of x at the same time. You might not be able to have two values of x at the same time, because we need to test them out. Now, you see we have two, whenever we have x, we either have x or 1 minus x. So x both of them work. They're both positive integers because root 5 is about 2 point something, so it's less than and so it's less than 3. That's still gonna be positive. This one's obviously positive. Now we will have to see that x must be less than 1. This is the reason because 1 minus x should not be a negative value, as length cannot be negative. So that way we have that this is 3 minus about 2 point something. That's about 0 point something divided by 2. That's still less than 1. And here this is 3 plus 2 point something. That's 5 point something divided by 2. That's about 2 point something. Still, that's still more than 1. So we'll cross that one out. Now we'll just solve for the perimeter of the rectangle. How do we do that? We do it p equals 2 times, and then the length of one side plus the length of the other side. P equals 6 minus 4x that way. P equals 6 minus 4, and then we will substitute in the value for x, which is 3 minus root 5 all over 2. P equals 6 minus 2 times 3 minus root 5 because the 4 and 2, and we'll cancel, and we'll simplify that, and then we get p equals 6 minus and in parentheses 6 minus 2 root 5, and then obviously we can cross out the 6 and we can make this negative 2 root 5 a positive because there's a negative on the outside bracket. So we get p, which is the perimeter, equals 2 root 5, and that's the answer. Thank you for watching the video. Please make sure to smash the like button, and to stay updated on the Learning Royal, click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you.